What's going on, guys? How are you? I think Joe and I are going to smoke one of these $185 cigars tonight on a Friday night. What do you think, Joe?
That is a way to spend a Friday
You guys
night.
can't see it, but Joe's hand is shaking. All right. Let's go light these bad boys up. What are you doing, Joe?
I'm doing good.
So what are we cutting and lighting today?
I'm about to cut and light something very, very special, man.
Wow. What do we got here?
This is Jorge Padron honoring Carlos Fuente.
Beautiful.
Hey, what's up, Steve? What are we lighting up today?
Steve the Panda reporting in from Leaf Cigars of Bayville. I have the counterpart to your cigar that you just cut and lit. I have the Carlos Fuente cigar honoring Jorge Padron.
Right.
I'm Steve, also known as the Panda.
Hey, I'm Sal from Brooklyn. How you doing?
How you doing? My name is Joseph, also known as the Captain.
Hi, I'm Matt the Beard.
Leaf Cigars of Bayville, New Jersey. We have Joe the Captain in the house. We got the Panda.
How you doing?
Joe and I are smoking the Fuente and Padron collaboration cigars. I am smoking the Fuente-made cigar for Jorge Padron.
I'm smoking the Padron-made cigar for Carlos Fuente.
Let's show him, Joe. Cheers to everybody on a Friday night. God bless. These $185 cigars, they're available at the Leaf Cigars in Bayville.
Cheers to the weekend.
All right. Oh my God, this thing is spicy.
This is very rich. It's a very deep flavor.
So this is Padron honoring Fuente. So this is Padron tobacco. What does it taste like?
So it 100% tastes like a Padron. Like if you smoke a Padron, you know the tobacco they use starts off very spicy and earthy.
Right.
But
and does it represent the family reserve, the real aged stuff? Does it smoke like the 26 where they put a little extra Ligero make it stronger, or 64? Or...
So I was gonna get it's along the lines of the 26, but it reminds me the most of the 80th, that Figurado one.
That real sweet and fruity floral taste.
Oh yeah, a little bit. You really get
Black
oak and age on it. You can tell it's a very finely aged cigar. If you have a really rich wine,
right.
It's got kind of that almost oaky quality.
I can't believe we're sitting here smoking these cigars. We're out of our minds.
I know, right?
You
know,
hey,
you got to know your product.
I feel like it's a blessed year. We've had just a remarkable, unbelievable year here at the Leaf Cigars of Bayville, and this is a toast to success. And I think we're smoking the best of the best here. Cigars are so good. So let me talk about my cigar. So I'm going to tell you this cigar is really peppery. So this cigar, right off the bat, I've taken maybe 10 puffs of it. Maybe 7 or 8 puffs of it. I'm going to say on the initial draw, it kind of tastes like a lighter Opus crossed with a Don Carlos. It's got kind of 2 different things going on. So...
Mine's burning fantastically. You could 100% tell it was rolled by Padron, by Padron. Got that very smooth open draw. What about you?
The flavor's it's been consistent. It hasn't changed much. And I'll be honest with you, I think we're rushing these cigars. We should probably slow down.
Oh, 100%.
And come back to it and just kind of let them rest, because we're so excited to be smoking these cigars. Well, we're like puffing them like we're babies.
Yeah, no, like
No
a
other
new
way to
toy
put
when
it.
you're a
Yeah.
little kid.
I mean, I've never smoked a cigar that was worth more than $100 in my life. Have you?
This is double the most expensive cigar I've ever. I love how it has that beautiful white, stiff white ash on it.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of tobacco the wrapper is on this, because
That's really red.
so this is Fuente tobacco. Some sort of like, I don't know if it's Opus wrapper. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna make a really bold prediction. I don't know if I can say this on the camera, but this wrapper looks like it's Cuban to me. It's got some blotchy marks on it. I don't know if you could see it in the camera there. Reminds me of like Cuban cigars from years ago when they were very gnarly and veiny and had spots. You know, I've heard rumors of the cigar manufacturers hoarding Cuban tobacco for years, since the 60s and 70s, and it's very possible they unleashed some of this on these cigars. They'll never say it. They will never ever say it, but could be true.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll never know, but it's just a little observation I'm making.
I mean, I feel like this is definitely grown in Nicaraguan soil.
That looks like Padron tobacco.
This looks like it was Nicaraguan soil, because you can see it's a very tough, wrinkly leaf.
Hell yeah.
A really
that looks like a Padron, like
with a lot of
yes,
detail in it. I don't want to say imperfections.
Be right back. All right, so you think that cigar kind of looks like a Padron? What do you got there?
100%. Here we got a 64 Anniversario.
Can you show it to the camera?
You could tell Padron takes pride in their tobacco, because they never. There's no doubt when something's made by Padron.
Wow.
You can tell right away it's got that really thick, healthy tobacco.
Nice. So I can't show another cigar that looks like this, because I don't think Fuente has ever made a cigar like this.
You can see there's a lot of red in both of these cigars.
They almost look like rosado color. I don't think there's been too many videos online of people smoking these.
I'll be surprised if this is the first.
We might be the first. Two wackos, huh?
Hey, we know our product.
It's not just about knowing our product to be able to sell it. It's about enjoying what we sell too. You know, life's too short, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's about smoking cigars as a celebration. It's to honor and cherish the moments you're in. I mean,
100%.
it's like, remember we were talking about eating Kobe beef, like Japanese A5 Wagyu beef.
Oh, if there was a Kobe of cigars, if there was an A5 Wagyu.
This is kind of like it's it. I mean, I was away a couple of months ago, and I actually tried A5 Japanese Wagyu. I actually ate it at two different nights on my trip. It was really good.
This has something I noticed with cigars that crack like the $20, $30, $40 price range, or just high-end cigars above $30.
Yep.
It doesn't leave like a waxy burn in my mouth. No. It doesn't resin up like some other cigars do. It is so clean blowing through it. You could just really appreciate the cigar without having to refresh your palate.
So I'm going to say, on strength-wise, I already talked about the flavor. I'm going to say this is like medium to full-bodied. It's not ultra strong, but it's not nowhere near mild. This is medium to full-bodied. How's yours?
Mine's definitely on the full side.
Really?
I would say it's like a proper full. It's not like an extra heavy. It's not like a medium full.
Right. What was the cigar I gave you recently that rocked you?
That was the
it might not have been one of these.
Casa Cuba Fuente.
Oh yes, all right. So it's kind of a tie-in.
Cuba.
The Casa Cuba blitzed you, right?
It was also like my first cigar in 3 months.
Oh, I don't know if it's 3 months. Maybe it was like a month and a half.
I was sick a lot, you know.
Yeah, when you had a couple of colds. Yep.
But yeah, it was definitely my first cigar in a long time. So take that with a grain of salt.
I'm gonna drop the ash on this thing. That's $50 worth of cigar right there. I'm gonna drop, people.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna see how far I can go down. You know, for almost $200, let's test the build.
We can make this like an hour and a half video if we keep smoking the cigar, right?
Yeah. No, I could just gush
We're-
on this thing
We're
for
not
an hour
closing
and a
until
half.
9, so we have an hour and a half to go, people.
I could spend all day on this. This is really nice.
I wish we could trade right now and wipe off the spit. I don't have COVID if you want to trade. No, I'm just kidding.
I genuinely believe this is better than the 50th anniversary.
So I'm going to make a confession on this video. I don't typically often talk about this, but we sell a heck of a lot of Padrones here. I have been smoking cigars for 30 years. And Padron is, honestly, I really like them. I appreciate them. It's not exactly in my wheelhouse of flavors that I like. Some people like those bold, chocolatey cigars. I like more of a spicy, peppery cigar. So Padron isn't my personal first choice. For many, many people it is. So I'm glad I picked the Fuente and you got the Padron because you have that palate for that sweetness. Mm-hmm. I like the bold, spicy. So this cigar is right up my alley. That's why I picked it. And absolutely nothing against either. They're both spectacular cigars. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. I'm not too much of a picky eater, but I do understand and agree why you pick Fuentes over Padrones.
They have
when
that
you have
spice.
The option.
Yeah, they always have that pepper spice.
I like the fruity qualities they have with the blends they make. I feel like I taste more
with
cherry.
Padron.
Oh, Padron, I get earthy and woody qualities.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. So Fuente, say that again?
Yeah, I agree with the fruity qualities you get out of Fuente tobacco.
Okay.
To me, I get more cherry and like just tropical, not like tropical fruit, but like a sweetness, almost like a compote or like a sangria kind of sweetness, where it's where it's like multiple fresh like summer fruits.
And then compare that to Fuente. To
Padron.
Sorry.
Padron is very earthy, rich. You could definitely taste that it's straight from the plant to the rolling facility.
Right. It's so funny because I kind of like feel the exact opposite of what you're saying between both lines.
See, when I smoke a Padron, I feel like I just walked onto the tobacco plantation, and with those, I feel more like almost like a vacation vibe where you're having a lot of
with Fuente or
with
Padron?
Fuentes.
With Fuente,
yeah.
Okay.
Just because I get that fruitier, sweeter quality out of them.
Right. So for me, I think everybody's palate, to be honest with you, is different. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. For a vast majority of the Arturo Fuentes, and we sell the Chateau, starting with the 858s, the Chateaus, the Cuban Coronas, the run-of-the-mill Fuentes. Okay? Going up to the Don Carlos, the Hemingways, the Opus X, the Añejos, all the special editions. I find as a whole, the Dominican tobacco is milder, but their wrappers are always like spicy and edgy and have pepper tastes. Compared to the Padrones, from the 1000 series to the 64 to the 26 to the Family Reserve to the 80th we've had the 50th and now this. I find their cigars to be more sweet and aromatic, like more of like a chocolatey cocoa flavor.
I get that,
and that's the flavor that's always dominated Padron for years.
I get that once I go to the 26 and above. When I smoke regular 64s and 1000 series, that's when I get like straight earth cocoa dark flavors.
Okay.
But with Fuente, I get more of a consistent like fruity. I get pepper and spice 100%.
And I think certain cigars, I think like a Fuente Sungrown is going to be more peppery and spicy than a double Chateau and natural.
Well, it's
compared to the Sungrown,
and it's also different when when Fuente's blending in Ecuadorian tobacco, because that's what you get you get a lot more of a nutty, smooth, creamy texture with the Ecuadorian, and then their Dominican tobacco just adds the sweetness.
Right.
With this, this is, as far as I know, all Nicaraguan.
It is
Padron using.
I mean, honestly, the blends of both of these cigars are undisclosed, so we're never going to know what it is. But I'm telling you, there's something about the wrapper on this cigar. It is so damn Cuban-esque and Cuban-like. And honestly, this looks like Cuban tobacco from years ago, but I'm probably wrong.
Oh, there we go. It fell off.
Joe the Captain ashed himself. He made an ash of himself.
$75 worth of cigar right there.
Unbelievable. We are incinerating these cigars, folks. Oh my goodness. This cigar is a fucking flavor bomb. Excuse my language. This is not for kids. This is adult content. This cigar's fucking awesome. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll show him the picture of Spanky smoking a cigar at 4 or 5 years old.
So what? How is yours?
Mine is staying.
I just had my tirade, so I'm done.
Mine is staying so consistent. I'm not getting any like heat from the ash cooking the tobacco.
And you're smoking the shit out of it.
Yeah. I'm normally a slower smoker, but oh my god, this thing.
Wow. I might have to. You think maybe I should do this with Matt? And I'll smoke the Padron, and he'll smoke the Fuente.
Dip into the honey pot a little.
I don't know. I think all you guys should smoke. We should do this test. It's a lot of cigars to smoke. Well, in any event, I think we're gonna time out the video and come back in a little bit and give you our final thoughts, because the cigar is it is so flavorful. It don't know that there's $180 cigar in this world, and some people might not see it along those lines, but if there was ever going to be a $180 cigar, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's take a break. Sit down on the couch and relax and have a drink, and we'll come back to this in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna sit and put some love on this.
Cut. Pause for a couple of minutes. Wow. So flavor note on this one, I just tasted like a Granny Smith apple coated with caramel, a candy apple. This cigar it's insane. Insane.
Still getting a lot of spice, but I just got a hint of like a rum kind of taste to it, like an aged woody rum.
Wow.
Like dark molasses.
No shit.
Yeah.
So we're in the final third of our cigar here. We have any final thoughts on what we're smoking here, sir?
My final thoughts is that this is a beautiful cigar. It stayed consistent 100% of the way through. I only had to relight it once because it's burning beautifully.
You were also helping a customer.
Yeah, and sometimes cigars get a little sulfury or a little vegetal on the relight. Not with this. 100% just stayed consistent.
So when I was when we were sitting and smoking in the middle of it, I was sitting around the corner, and I took a gasp of the smoke, and it was billowing in my mouth, and I'm going to tell you, it was sizzling my brain. It was like the flavor was like I was searching in my mind to figure out what it tasted like, and it was just so extraordinary. I can't put a finger on exactly what it tastes like, but it's just that it's got that sweet, tangy, caramelly taste.
Yep.
You know?
And this cigar, it's 100% a full body, but it balances so well because normally Padrones rock me to the moon.
I'm gonna have to try one of those.
They'll burn the teeth out of my mouth, but this just feels like a pleasant full body. There's just no way to describe it other than just like relaxing.
Yeah. Well, we got Joe the Captain, Steve the Panda. We're gonna sign off and say goodnight. Leaf Cigars of Bayville, New Jersey, the Padron collaboration. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.